Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're taking a look at iPhone X cases from Ghostek. Now these cases that we're looking at from Ghostek are really special, and they're special in the sense that these are going to provide the ultimate protection for your iPhone X. Now this is really important. You know, we're doing preview of all the cases that are available for the iPhone X. So as soon as you get that iPhone in your hand, you're going to be able to have a case that's going to protect it from any kind of damage. This is critically important, especially since the iPhone X, as well as the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, have now a glass back. So these cases that you see here feature military drop protection. And you're going to say, well, you know what, you've looked at military grade protection cases in the past, and you're absolutely right. But this is what's so special about Ghostek. These cases don't have military grade protection, but have 2 times the military grade protection. Notice how it says here, if we look at the case right here, 2 times military standard drop tested. So the drop test is typically 10 feet. These cases are certified at 20 feet. So this is going to give you the ultimate protection for your phone, which is critically important, but still keeping a really decent form factor and size so that you're not walking around with like a Nerf case around your phone. So taking a look at the other features that we have here, we have a multi-layered protection, an aluminum alloy frame, again, aluminum alloy, a limited lifetime warranty, and a non-slip grip. As we open up, we'll see some of the features here, and we'll just do this review for this one case, and you'll see all the other ones in a second. But again, very thoughtful protection that's going to keep your phone intact in the event that you do drop it. So let's take a look at all these cases. All of these that we're looking at have 2 times the protection, and we have one right here, which is the Nautical, that has 3 times the military standard drop protection, which is going to give you the ultimate protection. Let's go ahead and check them all out. So the first case we're going to look at is the Exec C2, and I have to tell you, just opening it up, I'm in love already. This is a case that has a slot for credit cards. It could be your work ID. Some of us, in order to get into our place of work, need to badge in, where you put your little badge and you just put it on the barcode reader or the badge reader, and it opens up the door. This is the type of case that you can actually store things in here. Now, I haven't tested this with an actual ID of that type, but definitely, if this is a case that I had and I had that type of access to my job place or workplace, definitely use something like this. But regardless of that, credit cards, gym membership, whatever you want, you can put it over here. Now, the first thing I'll tell you is that this case is durable. Going to twist it a little bit. You can see very hard. It's not really flexible. It has this pattern inside that's going to absorb the impact, and it's going to disperse it so that your phone isn't damaged. If you look at the squeeze test, I always like doing the squeeze test on the sides. Fantastic protection right there. You'll notice really nice bumper protection all the way around, so you have no issues there. Notice the actual screen protection. So you have some very healthy screen protection for your camera. You see that right there? So the lens, you don't have to worry about it. It has the nice depth, and we're not going to suffer from any kind of camera flashback either because of that design. You do have the buttons here, and the buttons, you'll notice how they exist here, and it looks like they're metal straight through and through. They feel really nice, very tactile, and it's a type of case that doesn't feel like it's going to fall out of your hand. It has a cloth material on the back. You see that right there? Really sharp. Can't wait to see what the iPhone 10 will look like as it's in this case. All right, so next up is the Atomic Slim, and I thought I loved this one. This is my new love. Check this one out. Fantastic protection on the back. Even has kind of these little breathing ports right here in the back, so you can see how there's 2 little holes right there. Feels so substantial and robust. You notice that this is a 2-part case. So it has this nice little groove right here that's going to make it easy for you to hold in your hand. Again, these buttons here on the side make things stand out really nicely. Your camera cutout is nice. Here you have your jack, as well as your speaker ports are available. Nice. Notice this slip right here. Really nice material going all the way around, and you can see how much it's raised. So while we don't have the phone in hand, the one thing that you can notice is, so this is where your screen is going to end. So you see that lip right there, and then notice how much material comes above that. That's what's critical when it comes to making sure you don't crack your case. And again, most phones, when they fall, they're hitting on the corners. So really geeked out about these cases. This is just a fantastic looking case too. Now the next case we're looking at is the Cloak III. Let's remove this out of here. So this is your Cloak III. Now this one's a little bit different. So this is made out of a TPU material. The other one that we just saw was kind of like a hard acrylic. This is definitely TPU, and it has that flexibility here that you can see, and you can see it how it will move around. Now what you do see is the frame. Remember we talked about the material that's being used for this. Really sharp case too. Love the little treatments that you see right here. Kind of gives it like this rugged look. This is really going to showcase, just like the other one, the color of the phone that you chose for your iPhone. Good. Look at how thick that material is. You can see that right there for your camera. And all in all, again, you still have that kind of metal looking, those metal buttons on the side, the metal looking buttons. Nice. Now when it comes to the corners, doing that squeeze test with that metal frame that's around it, the aluminum frame, this is doing really nicely. Very, very nice case. All right, so next up is our Nautical II. Now, this case that we're going to see right now, this one has 3 times the protection. So this is going to be a case that should be able to survive drops of, maybe up to 30 feet. So this is an interesting one. So this one is a 2-part case. I'm going to look at this right here. Move this aside. All right, so this one has a built-in screen protector. You can see that right there. Really good, especially for those of you who are looking to not have to purchase a screen protector. Oh, look at this. So it has a little port here that you can seal. So you can take this off and put this on. This is for your vibration lock or mute. You have your buttons, and notice how tactile they are, how high they come up. On the bottom here, you have your again, your Siri button. I was going to say Bixby button, and that's Samsung. Notice the corners here, how this pops out. Notice here as well. And then this is your back. And ooh, I am liking this. Now, this is a flexible material, but I love the frosting. Check that out. Doesn't it look so cool? So this is going to connect here in the back, and you'll notice how you have this seal. It's almost like a gasket seal that goes all the way around. This is going to snap in place just like that. And then this is what the case is going to look like. This is going to be one of those cases that I'm sure is going to support wireless charging. And I say that because the material here on the back is so thin. But here's one thing to notice. I want you to see this right here. Notice how this material comes up. Let's get a little closer. See how it comes up? So here's your back of your phone, and notice how this is raised. So this is going to give you that 3 times protection that we're seeing there, because your back will never touch the ground. Now, because this is so raised, this is what's going to take your impact. What's going to take the impact are going to be the corners. So this is fantastic. It also has a little lanyard connection there, and then you have your speaker ports are there, and you have this little port right here to cover up your charging area. Now, for me, what I typically do with these type of cases, I take this off, and I think you could probably pull this off. Let me see on the inside if you can. I don't know. Sometimes what I do, I just cut that off because I want to be able to easily charge things. But let's face it, the iPhone 10 does have wireless charging, so all you have to do is just put it to charge. I'm sure this is going to be a nice one to work. Now the next one we're going to take a look at is the Cover T2. And I know I've already said this, how much I love these cases, but I have to say it again. Sorry. Clear case, has flexibility. Almost like an acrylic back, that hard material that we saw when we were looking at the Cloak, I believe. We were looking at the Cloak, or was it the Atomic? I think it was the Atomic Slim that we were looking at. So look at that bumper protection on the sides. See how that comes up? That's nice. Also, one of those that you can't squeeze easily. Love the finish that it has up here. Then you have the Ghostek logo right there. Good camera protection. All of your controls are easily there. Cutouts are nicely aligned, and then again you have that lip going all the way around that's going to keep your screen nicely protected. And then when you look here on the back, notice that. See how that's lifted right there? So that's again going to prevent, if your phone were to drop, that it's not going to hit this part. It would hit this part first. Now, very nice. And then I like the way, because of how things are treated here, you see how the black goes in there? It kind of gives it that really cool look. Anyways, I just can't pick which one is my favorite case. So, great case options for those of you who are going to get the iPhone 10. So this concludes my review of the iPhone 10 cases from Ghostek. As I mentioned in one of the videos, we're going to give these cases away. In order to qualify, a couple things. Subscribe, like, tell me in the comment area, hey, I want to win this. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and we'll be drawing once we hit around 5,000. We want to keep it fair for everybody. 5,000, we'll be drawing some names and contacting you. Please, please, please respond when we contact you. I can go sometimes with 72 hours with no response. So if we reach out to you, respond so that we can get your contact information and ship these to you. Once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Oh, by the way, yes, you have to share this video. Share it, subscribe it, and thanks for watching.